Something that says like grabs the troops up, rounds them up. You know, he's got the big station wagon. It's got lots of room in the back. Big wide turns on the dirt roads. Everybody pile in and let's go.
All right. Well, that said, let's jump in. Game 2, draft starts now. Now, already, something in this draft I don't like, gentlemen. Infinity, I think, overreacting to the hoodwink here. She is now first ban priority. Don't know how I feel about this.
You guys know what I want to see? I actually want to see him from speaking Bristle here right now. Oh, you ban hoodwink. Thank you. They go like Viper Bristle, Viper 5, and they just...
Yeah. That would actually be so nasty. Oh, I actually kind of hope they don't. Oh, good. What a relief.
Oh, there you go.
All
That's
right.
a direction hero, as Trent would say.
Yeah.
It is. Do stuff.
Straight
Unfortunately, to the wrong team.
To the fountain. I mean, I like this, I think.
Mix?
Very open.
All right. I see you now, Infinity. Now we're talking. Okay. This is some stuff.
Huh. Nice.
All right, so new Broodmother. What is new Broodmother not like? Really good position 5s. I feel like that can just. I actually think Abba seems pretty strong versus new Brood from the games I've seen, because you just run at her and click her.
I don't think so. I think because you have the Q, like what you want is a Q lane against Brood. Like you want the Lich Jug, you want the Grimstroke, Ursa, and I think you can actually out trade the Abaddon with. It's like 70% lifesteal level 1. So
I guess I'm kind of picturing with like the right one
versus Brood, but it's definitely not the best one, and I think that's probably why they also first phase it, because they were not banning Brood in the first game, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I guess the way I see it is like if you have any sort of a killed element at all with your position 1, then the Brood wants to trade with Abba because like it's always looking to trade, but Abba has all its weird stuff with like the shields and everything that I feel like I don't know. It seems all right. They're prepping for Bristle.
Like the Brood doesn't like take you out of lane, but I think Brood mainly cares about like getting that HP back and then just doing Brood stuff until it's up again, until you get level 6, and then you're Brood.
The hero feels a little more stable now than she used to, right? It's sort of like you're describing.
Yep.
Oh. They didn't ban Bristle. They literally just banned Viper in your face. And you have Brood.
Yeah. Actually, when you look at the matchups here in the Dota 2 Pro Tracker, Bristle is second best matchup versus Brood after Naga that they banned. So, possible that Infamous picks it up.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, Infinity, why? Don't you know?
This is akin to seeing the Veno ban and just leaving that Ursa. Like, well, let's just pick Tidehunter anyway.
Yeah.
All right, well, what else makes Bristle sad to guarantee it? Invoker? Is that our guarantee?
It's decent, yes. But it's not like a game solution. I think there's a point where Bristle gets Kaya Sanj, gets Lotus Orb, and doesn't really care about Invoker again. But I think this opener is looking better for Infinity, even with the Bristle being open. I think this is like there's more direction, some cheese. They might be able to crush a lane and like not get stomped in 20 minutes like the first game.
Feeling better. Feeling high on Infinity.
Infamous are thinking right now. They're like, okay, so they didn't ban the Bristle. What is the mind game here?
Should we get it?
Infamous turn to pick.
Oh yeah. That's my guarantee ban.
This is Bristle.
Now, when do you pick it?
Yeah.
Do you pick it now?
Okay, Trent, hear me out. You pick the Coddle now. No, you pick the Bristle now, and then you take the Coddle after.
That's not bad.
That's cool.
All right. I don't know why we've forgotten about this combo.
You wouldn't lane together, though, would you?
I don't think you care. I think the Coddle, like having the wave clear for the Broodlings is pretty good.
You don't have to. I think it's just still good throughout the game.
Yeah.
I think you spend a lot of time grouping up, and I think it's more about like the recall plays that you can do with the Coddle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They also, pick Storm. There's so many good combos that you can get with your mid laner.
Jeez, Infamous. All right. Are you just planning the whole draft here, I guess? Burning all the reserve
I'm not sure what snag we've hit.
Huh.
Computing.
I'm actually surprised they take the Sven. I don't think Sven is
Dire
really that good versus Brood anymore. Oh, curveball.
Infamous turn to
Ineshka.
pick.
Another bug. All
I
right.
like this Infinity
Call the-
draft. This is looking good.
Call the Exterminator. We got some arachnophobia here.
We just need a Weaver.
Bug Central, man.
Gyro kind of looks like an exterminator that would show up if you had a roach problem,
10 seconds remaining.
doesn't he?
He
Isn't that what
actually
they
does.
look
He
like
kinda
when
look-
they?
Yeah.
He kind of looks like the Exterminator from Arachnophobia, actually.
Oh my God! They picked Bristle. Oh, could have
believe
seen this coming.
And a curveball from Infamous Gaming.
Okay. I just hope they don't pick
I swear,
PA.
if you use your next 2.5 minutes of draft time right here, I'm just done. I'm sorry. You gotta see this coming, man. Come on.
5
They banned the
seconds remaining.
Viper. There's one rule right now in Pro Dota. If you see the Viper ban, you gotta consult and think about the Bristle at the very
Wait a
least.
minute, guys. What if they go extra cheese? All right, extra cheese on top, and they pick Husker here. Maybe that's why they don't care about the Bristle. They're like, okay, we can pick Husker.
Does
That
that
is
matter?
something.
I think
They'd have
it's
ABBA. You might
very
die.
cheesy.
Yeah, but you might actually die to the quills with a
Dire
shield.
team ban.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
no, this is fine. This is desperation because they know
This
they're in
is
trouble.
True
Mm.
desperation.
Turn to ban.
It is good versus Slash. It has some options versus Bristle.
I am done. You know, it's a
Sag.
better pick than Bloodseeker. It gives them direction, obviously. You do have the Knicks on your side, and having the crap on Bristle is okay. It's just
10
Bristleback
seconds
is
remaining ban.
borderline broken, and Pugna is not. And yeah, that's it.
All right.
I don't have any.
Hashtag Bowie
Check
logic.
and mate.
This hero's in the meta. This hero's not. So
Infamous turn
think
to
you
ban.
lost, non-meta boy.
Bowie's
It's
been
not
having
a good
John
response.
Madden here.
It's mediocre. All right, it's not bad, but
A team that destroys the ancient will win the game.
yes, that's true.
D2 Madden over here.
Just helping out.
All right, so Infamous, they
seconds
need
remaining.
I guess Bristle could be carry, so we'll see what they take out.
5 seconds remaining.
What can
thinks
Infinity
they
do
like a
here?
mid hero?
Well, like, how do you right the ship? Troll? Just like stable one, try and just play some Dota.
I don't like Tro here. I think you get kited. I'm just afraid they're gonna go
Anti-mage?
PA. Like any hero, any character
Oh,
that you pick
anti-mage.
right now struggles
Let's
with
go.
Pugna because you have the crap. So
I feel like
Anti-mage.
Bowie never likes any of the carries. It's like a recurring theme. We list off like 5 carries and he just shoots them all down.
you have a
All right.
Pugna. Like all
Let's go,
carries
Infinity,
don't
let's
really
go.
Synergize that well.
Anti-mage. Let's go. Map space, slash rack, bristleback.
Oh,
No
that is
catch,
a good
anti-mage. Let's
yes,
go.
Yes, that is better.
All right, Infinity. Bring it home, baby.
Like if they win, this
Andy?
is this is
10
the
seconds
weirdest
remaining.
lineup I've ever seen. But
They're just going to PL Trent. They're just going to PL.
They banned it, didn't they? Oh, I thought they banned it.
Yeah.
My bad.
They did not ban it, no.
All right. Anti-mage is still better. Let's go. Woo! It's PL and Delicious.
Yeah,
What are
sure.
you talking about?
They're going to
Anti-mage.
lose with it. They're going to lose with the PL,
Well,
but
they're
that
gonna
doesn't
lose
mean
with
they
whatever
won't
they
pick it.
Wait, what if they gyro carry? Okay, so that's a lot of magic damage with the crap, and they pick a very strong 5 here. They pick Wyvern.
Now, what if they go Life Stealer? All right, hear me out. He has a Black King bar for free.
Yes. And he
That's
attacks.
it. That's the whole
Oh,
oh
God. Oh my.
why? Why?
I actually love how much we hate this hero. It gives me life.
I mean, I feel like I need to do an interview with Pamplona after this series and just be like, explain this to me. Like, why does this look good in this situation? Like, pause the draft right here. Take a screenshot. First question in the interview. Why?
You know, we've been trashing Luna the start of the season. She slowly climbed her way back up to a 37% win rate, 37.5 in SA.
Wow.
Yes,
Impressive,
stellar
impressive.
hero.
I don't know. I think they really just want to get they're standing the hero that he wants. He's probably just playing a lot of Luna in the pubs, getting MMR with it, and they're trying to translate that same feeling to a competitive match. But as you just pointed out with the win rate, this hero is not that good in competitive. I think their draft is like 15% better because the other one was like awful. They have like actually 2 cores and not 3. They're gonna farm the whole map, but I don't like Luna with Brood. I think Brood takes a lot of the map. Luna is not gonna get that much farm, and you have this Bristleback that you will never kill this Bristleback with the heroes that they have. So 2-0 Infamous. I think I like the trajectory here. I think Infamous might just try and get that second place.
So Bowie calls a deathless Bristleback. All right,
yes,
got it. Bold prediction there, Trent.
I just think it's hard because, like, if you pick the Anti-Mage, let's just say, at least you can abuse a lot of empty space on the map with this hero. I feel like Luna needs the buffer zone, whereas Anti-Mage doesn't. It's like you need the wall of heroes between Luna and the enemy. But in order to win this game, they need to pop off with this Pugna and this Broodmother, take all the tier 1s as fast as they can, and then just play the wall along the river. You know, form the border. And just stop them from crossing into their territory. Be the best border patrol you can be. Don't believe any of these fake documents. I forget what that indie game was called. That was really Papers, Please. Don't let them in. All right.
Draw the line in the sand. All right. The line that you do not cross. If you control 60% of the map, then you can work the economy. You can find an edge. And maybe that can take you into a mid game that could be favorable for Infinity. All right, a wonky draft here. A Luna, a Brood, and a Pugna up against a bunch of conventional heroes. I see a platinum badge on that Ember Spirit, and that tends to be a scary sign. A specialist
that's
hero
good.
these days. So that's good. Infamous playing to their strengths. Let's hand it over to our casters now. Gary and Theban, a moment to breathe. Let's take a deep breath. Let's just take a moment to relax. We're halfway through the day. A lot of Dota to go. Theban, how are we feeling about
There's
this
no
series?
Medusa.
There's no Medusa. There's indeed no Medusa, and I'm quite happy about that, Gary. But there's a damn Luna in our game. It's like Dusa or Luna. I bet you, I have a good feeling we're going to end this day with at least a Dusa or a Luna in all the games. What do you think, Gary?
I think that's the way it's going. I'm just looking at this Infinity draft, and it kind of feels like every player has gone, I want to play this hero, and the draft has picked it for them, right? PP Pugna, give that Broodmother to Little Boy. The synergy, you know, Bowie was going over it. Like, does it really fit together? Do you think they're going to be able to come together in this one against what Infamous have?
I think Infinity's draft is so goofy that it might actually work. Like, I have this theory that the way you get an advantage over your opponent is by doing something that they don't understand. Now, the question is, do Infinity themselves understand their draft?
Like, that's the key to unlock this puzzle.
Yeah,
It's
but I
definitely
like
a bit
it. Like,
odd.
in my head, you know, when I play Dota, when I see drafts, I always think about, like, okay, what are the possible, you know, connections they can make with one of the heroes and all that stuff. And I see a lot of possibilities for Infinity, even more so than Infamous. Infamous, they got that easy to execute draft, but they are being countered by this Leshrac. The Luna has so much potential to become this raid boss in this game, as Infamous don't have that many good catch heroes. Like Ember Spirit, he's going to be afraid getting caught out by the Nyx in a lot of situations, so he's not going to be super aggressive looking for Luna. They also lack stuns. They got pretty much one stun, I would say, on Infamous, and that stun needs a setup.
Yeah, it's like everything's reliant on that Willow from starting off the team fight, then everything has to follow through. Like you mentioned, the Ember Spirit having to jump Luna. Do you think his job is going to be also jumping the Pugna? He's got 2 targets that he has to go on to in these fights.
Yeah, they do. Here we go.
Split Earth coming. No. Mariano is going to wait for the Brambles. 2 of them caught up in it.
Oh,
Angel
Infamous.
Michael going to grab the bounty
4
runes.
runes?
Are they going to?
Angel?
Is it going to be
He's
4?
not going for
Angel?
it. No,
He's
not going for
too
it.
slow. Oh. He gets it.
Okay, they get one.
Still a 3-1.
Yeah, Bramble Mace level 1. Too strong. Plus, you got all these random split earth and slight you don't want to take damage from.
Oh, another good start by Infamous. KXY up against PP Ember versus Pugna. Ranged versus melee, Theban. Is this any different from what you've been selling previously?
This one? No, it's the same. This is gonna be a farm fest for both sides. Level 6 is when we're gonna see something maybe pop off.
Is that from KXY in particular or both sides? KXY6 gonna be super important. At top lane, Mariano and Axel. Lashrak Abaddon. So they don't have any real setup stuns there for the Lesh. And that means they've got this Bristleback Willow down bottom lane. It's kind of an interesting switch up as Pamplona getting run at a little bit there. And what's the reason for that? Usually we'd see this Dark Willow, I mean Michael as well, the position 4 be with the Lashrak.
Yeah, I think they just got more kill threat bottom, right? You're not really there to save your Bristleback because he's can pretty much free farm in this lane. But with this Dark Willow bottom, you actually have some kill threat onto this Broodmother. And on top lane, Abaddon just being able to shield up the Lesh and heal him after the homing missile comes out. It's so good. It's pretty much a hard counter to the homing missile.
That's a good point, yeah. So they kind of lift both of their lanes with just that one lane swap.
Exactly.
Doing something a little bit unconventional, but hero-wise, you're right. Absolutely makes sense. So far, a very good start for Pugna. Peeking into that, 9 and 4.
I would say
struggling in these early levels.
Yeah, this is a little bit of what I expected too. Like, it's a little bit of an advantage for the Pugna because you can just keep on right-clicking KXY, and you can decrep him to get denies. And if he uses the Flame Guard, then you can get the denies even easier because those creeps are going lower. So, should be good for PP. I hope he doesn't make any missteps like game 1, because that really ruined his team's potential.
It's going to be a much more solid performance from him. Can feel it. KXY is actually searing chainsing to try and secure some of these last hits. He's catching up back up there. He's got his bottle out, so not a big deal for him. That's bottom Angel stunned up. Carapace coming, so he doesn't want to quill spray, but the clicks from Little Boy.
Okay.
Level 1 Insatiable Hunger.
All right. I mean, that's very impressive to be able to get a kill onto the Bristleback with a Brood, like the Spider lane. My goodness. Nyx and Broodmother. Maybe he's just like, he's got arachnophobia and he doesn't know how to play this.
He doesn't want to face his fears, just wants to run away from them. Well, he'll still return to that lane, you know, he's got like 1,000 gold, right? He can go buy his Ring of Health. Needs to get over to that. Oh, he's actually bought it from his northwest secret shop, and that courier. That's going to walk all the way around the map.
If I, where's it going?
Look where it's going. That courier.
Angle. Okay, he's microing it.
Top rune spot. Okay. He's going to wrap it around, but that was walking towards that mid dire tier 1.
Right, I think there's a huge problem here because Michael normally plays position 4, right? So he doesn't buy healing salves. And I think that's where this bottom lane has been a disaster for Angel, because there's no healing salve coming out from his support. We have a butler always holding one for you.
And then you look at Axel, right? The Abaddon has a healing salve up top, and Lesh is like, I don't need it.
Yep.
Nyx Assassin with a good carapace turns and stuns the Ember Spirit. And just secure up that bottom water rune for the refill on Ember. So a good move from the Willow, no matter what. Also forcing Nyx to get back to base. So it's been free farm for the Bristleback down bot for a good portion. And he gets his ring delivered at long last. Top lane though. Luna and Gyro both dropping pretty low. They've got pretty full ones. A salve there from Sexy Yogi too, but he's going to walk back into them. Mariano is considering the split earth. And Abaddon here with no points in Curse of Avernus, just going shield Mist Coil.
Yeah, it's been a very passive lane up here just because of the Abaddon constantly able to shield right after the homing missile. Sexy Yogi can't missile anyone but the Abaddon in this lane. So Mariano has no pressure on him. He's just having a hard time last hitting against the Luna's Lunar Blessing.
And out to level 2. And coming across with an Nyx Assassin. Abaddon sniped out by that Lucent Beam. But again, it's Mariano safe and sound as they glyph up into that mid lane. It looks like trying to stop the push from Pugna.
Yeah, he's also
defend the top creep wave.
Nyx has moved away from the bottom lane, giving solo XP to Lil Boy. Get him to his level 6 much faster. And there's going to be a lot of pressure put onto Infamous on the top lane now. The third hero is exactly what they needed.
Yeah, Little Boy there. It's a 1-1-1 build from Michael, so he's got all of these tools to trap the spider. Another web over the tree line. The Shadow Realm doesn't land.
Yeah, he's got a lot of HP
up on him. And Axel going to die yet again.
Yep, that's his TP death, so he won't be able to go back top. Mariano, he's probably going to feel a little uncomfortable now, even though Destroyer has 200 HP. We see Pamplona going for the top rune. Doesn't want to give it to the Ember. They got control on bottom as well with PP.
Well done by Michael. He's actually going to zone that Pugner away, and yeah, Pamplona forced to grab the Arcane, so nobody gets the bottle refill.
Yep.
Some
No
very
mana.
early dire wards into this Radiant Triangle, though. Is this to spot out stacks that maybe Bristleback would be taking?
Oh yeah, Bristol or the Leshrac, right? Level 6 Leshrac on the big camp. And I love this vision from Infinity because they are playing at a faster tempo in this game. And this is exactly what they got to be doing. So, good early vision. Also, will be able to deward anything Axel might put out. Nick's coming back top now. Sexy Yoga is... Michael is on the way.
Axel pretty far away, went for an Observer Ward placement. Still has the Mist Coil, holding the shield for any further stuns. Carapace there, Split Earth lands onto the next Assassin. A good two-man impale though, catching out the Abaddon. Pamplona
That's a trade.
does trade out his life as the Gyrocopter with his 11 armor under the tower looking pretty strong, but it's also a rotation in, under that vision that Axel just placed, of the Ember Spirit. KXY gets to slight the Remnant forward, Sexy Yogi jukes him around the trees. They've got level 2 chains here though, and it's a guaranteed kill on the Gyro no matter what happens, as Luna has ditched away from the lane.
Middle tower is
The
under
ward
attack.
behind the tower, KXY. There's no way Gyrocopter's going to be able to juke that. And, oh, cancels his
cancelled.
TP. That's huge. Because now KXY has to walk all the way back to base. And he won't have a TP available
Are fortified.
to get out on the map unless he keeps his Remnant. Or is he going to be able to make it back in time? That is the question.
That's a good question, isn't it? I mean, it's 20 seconds left. I don't think so. It's going to
Okay.
take him... It's going to take him like 20 seconds to get to Fountain.
Bottom
and
lane,
regen up.
Angel. He's dying.
Straight onto him.
One more
Bristleback.
Spiderlings.
He's got Vanguard.
Got him.
And there it is.
Wow. Bristleback. Solo dying to Brood. I would have never thought that would be the
And now mid
situation.
lane.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
PP forces Axel away. Trying to
Okay.
shove onto this tower still, and it's a lot of pressure from Infinity early on in a number of these lanes.
This is insane. This Brood is going to have a really fast timing on the Solar Crest. He also doesn't have a Soaring or Arcane Boots or anything like that that Broodmothers normally go for. And he's doing very well for himself.
Nearly died just to a life drain. KXY is chasing up the high ground. He's got a shield behind him to save him out, and he dodged the home missile with a nice remnant. So backing onto PP with the two-man chains. Pamplona stuns the Abaddon, and KXY, he wants to get back in onto that damned Pugner, and he blows him up with some nice
Big kill.
remnants. As Mariano, he's coming at level 6. Pulse Nova to chase Pamplona. They know the Gyrocopter's stuck there, and he's an easy target to be grabbed up by KXY for a triple kill.
Huge. Pugna's spells were coming right back up too. If they didn't get the kill on him there, they would have completely missed the opportunity.
Has been killed.
And now they get 3 kills, much needed, especially with how top lane and bottom lane have been bleeding for Infamous.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And that puts Ember Spirit right back in the running, and they can now start to think about that mid tower themselves, forcing that Infinity side to react quite heavy-handedly, bringing 3 heroes in here. With their slight chains, they catch PP. He's TP forward so aggressively. Oh god, he's remnanting. He's
The
thinking.
stun.
KXY wants to jump, but he's been chain stunned. The heal, there's no shield. He slides a
Solo.
fist. Can he run away from this?
tower,
KXY,
the tower.
oh, he's gonna be so close. The one charges the shield. He remnants off to the side. Oh god, he's gonna get the kill on the gyro, but the Pugner finds him.
Oh, he didn't notice the shield was coming out. He went into the Remnant because he wanted to dodge the tower shot. But he was completely fine. But because he goes back in, now the Pugna gets the kill on him. They do lose the mid tower, but there's a lot of pressure being applied bottom and top lane. Look at the Zuna.
Radiant's bottom
Tier 1
tower
top.
is under attack.
600 HP now.
Is she gonna finish that tower?
It's possible. Glyph is
There's no
on
glyph.
cooldown. Yep. Ember.
TPing up there. Oh, Luna.
Chains.
Trying to TP home, but yeah, the chains will cancel it for sure. And she gets the objective,
Radiant's bottom tower is under
but you do die for it. And giving KXY yet another kill. Now up to 5-1-1.
Yeah, definitely not worth
Resolve
it.
with corrosion soon.
As a Luna, you want to just be farming this whole time. This is like 40 seconds where you're not hitting creeps. In 40 seconds, Luna can finish off like 3 creep camps. Maybe even 4.
Right. That could be a Dragonlance, right? Well, Bristleback's going to get a run at. Decrapped and blasted. Spiderlings coming in. That's a massive nuke burst. 300 damage plus more into that decrap onto the Bristleback. And the Abaddon too. Forced to borrow time. I don't bring any more numbers down here, knowing that tier 1 very likely dead no matter what you do. A bit of back and forth in this mid game now as laning phase breaks down. All these towers start crumbling.
Middle tower
You just bring the numbers bottom. They know the Ember TP top to kill the Luna, so there's no support to this Bristleback apart from the Abaddon. They get 2 more kills and the tower. Bristle's 0-3-0 right now. He is struggling to stay alive, and that means his net worth isn't looking too hot either.
And on the flip side, like Broodmother there just like solar cresting the catapult to take that tower even faster. Now gets to farm out this entire jungle area.
Oh, Radiant just clicked
KXY.
Glyph. Hold on.
Oh, did they?
That means mid tower
Right.
is going to be in a lot of danger now. I think someone must have misclicked because there was no reason to click Glyphs there. So anytime the next few minutes, if Infinity decide to just go middle, that tower will just fall so quickly. But for the meantime, little boy, he's got complete control over bottom. He's farming all the neutral camps. Insanely farmed on this Brood.
Yeah. Same net worth as the position 1 Bristleback, who is kind of hitting his stride now. Like Vanguard Hood, this is kind of the time where we think, right, it's go time. And they're going to slight chains, catching Luna in her triangle zone, dodging away from the brambles, but the Bedlam swiping into Destroyer and Luna down. No bodyguards there. I mean, there's no Gyro or Nyx anywhere nearby to save her.
Another big kill onto the Luna while she's farming the Ancients. Bristleback, the reason why he's been able to catch back up is because of that stack that he killed off on his own at the Ancients too, after his death. But you can see the Luna, she's still the highest net worth in the game. You know, she's not feeling too bad. Just needs to get to her BKB. Looks like going for SMI first.
KXY. He really has been the important factor here for Infamous. He's finding these catches on heroes. The Luna top, the Luna in the triangle, Broodmother down bottom lane, and now they're going to smoke again. The playmaker. He's been handed the ball. He's got that Orb of Corrosion, a DD rune as up to the high ground onto the Gyrocopter. I mean, they're having a crack at the Bristleback mid. We see that, but he doesn't give a damn. It's the Gyrocopter that's the simple swipe down. Now Pamplona under Vendetta, still being blasted by these cool sprays. Nether Ward is a little bit annoying though for this Radiant side, so they'll come in to clear it up. Another blast with a life drain. The 2-man stun. They're killing off KXY. Oh, what a setup! Baiting that Nether Ward.
That was awesome. I mean, this Ember Spirit with his 4-4-0 build, just being able to get all the catches, but this time he went for a little too much Pamplona. You know, you get that nice easy Spike Carapace into a stun. You gotta be a bit careful. This is why the Ember went for this build too, right? Because of the Flame Guard. He doesn't want to be hit with the Spike Carapace and get caught out. But this build also means he's not going to be able to farm that fast. Look at his net worth. He's 6th right now.
Bottom of the cores. And he's also very squishy, and he's going back for a Yule Scepter now. Trying to catch the Pugna. And gets the chains onto that PP Pugna. Abaddon's getting stunned up around a regen rune. Borrowed time going to be used up as the body blocks from Pamplona, and the bouncing glaives kills his courier. Ember Spirit does get carapaced as Leshrac lands a nice split earth. Pamplona going to drop the Eclipse, zones them out. And a cooldown also keeps them at bay. So just the 1-for-1 trade.
They're going to be okay with that. Nyx is a bigger kill here. Nyx almost has Blink Dagger. That's going to be nice. You can just blink in with your Spike Carapace onto the Leshrac while his Edict is on, or Pulse Nova. Either one's fine. Get the stun, mana burn, Vendetta hit right after, and that's pretty much 70% of Leshrac's health.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is this the Pugna build now? I'm trying to remember who it was, but I've seen it a couple of times in Europe where it's just Octarine Core Rush.
Yeah, it is. It's very good. Especially with the life drain being low CD, 7 seconds. There's no point for going for Aghanims.
Sort of stun onto Michael.
Wow, exploded.
Destroyed inside the Shadow Realm. Ember Spirit kind of wants to get on top of PP here as Angel stacks up the goos and the cool sprays. Walks it off. The D-Crap's there. He's down to half HP. The Hood's already used up. And Ember Spirit is still pushing damage towards that PP Pugna, but he has to remnant away from the Luna.
Just standing there healing.
Oh, Mariano. He catches out the spiders. Not the real hero, though. And Angel still running. Backing up from Pamplona's Nyx Assassin. Carapace's not going to do anything. Little boy battling the Bristleback. They got a Lucent Beam to slow down at retreat.
They want KXY.
Slide chains again, but PP's still alive. KXY jumps in, he jumps out, split out there. Catching a Destroyer. The Luna slain. A Sexy Yogi's cooldown is going to come crashing down onto Mariano. Healed up. He pops his wand. He's all fine. He's got a triple kill.
wow, they just went for completely different targets. First they touched the Abaddon, then they went for the Bristle, then they turned onto the Ember, and this gave Infamous just enough time to get all their heroes together and just focus the Luna down. Like, this Luna was in the middle of the fight. It was a complete disaster for her. The moment she gets screwed up, she felt like, okay, I am just dead. Look at her, just explode.
Yeah.
And then you have the Abaddon helping out Mariano. Shield, heal, wand, and all this vomit damage, Gary, just explodes Infinity.
It's just spilling out of nowhere, like Sleight of Fist, Pulse Nova, Bedlam, and then there's Bristleback. Less said about him, the better. But he's going to have himself the Eternal Shroud soon. Vanguard, Sand, Eternal Shrouds, he's going to be sustaining and healing through all of this.
That's going to be nice, especially with the Abaddon. Honestly, I would love to have seen the Ags on the Bristleback this game. But
I guess it comes
feels
next.
like the shot would be a little bit better. He also got the Sanj too for the status assist, extra heals. Mariano got a BKB now, realizing that Nyx is a counter to him, so is the Pugna. So he's gonna very, a little bit selfish build for an offlane Lesh, but necessary against the heroes that he's playing against.
Well, he's position 1 now, isn't he? 9,000 net worth. He's ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
KXY, he's kind of picking up the pieces, all the scraps that are left for him. And Pamplona is there behind enemy lines, sniping couriers. Finds Axels, won't be able to take out the Ember Spirits one, but gets some good vision down there nonetheless. And Infamous plant themselves in that dire triangle. So yeah, shoving Luna all the way across the other side of the map to find any semblance of farm. And Broodmother. They don't have a Yules or anything here from Leshrac to catch Little Boy and terrorize. Oh, Split Earth actually catches him. And now they've got the Yule Scepter up from the Dark Willow. Setting up the Cursed Crown and the Bedlam. He's up on the high ground, but Little Boy still dead. Again, that damage that doesn't care about vision or anything like that just pumps it forward.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, their Broodmother's having a tough time just sticking down to bottom now, especially with the surplus of catch they got with that Yules on Dark Willow.
Does Mariano go Bloodstone next? Because we're not going to see like the Greaves pipe stuff from him, right?
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
I mean,
is
why
under
not?
attack.
You can go for
Radiant's
Bloodstone.
turret
What else are you gonna build with Kaya? Kaya Sanj? That's okay too.
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
Assist.
That's not too bad.
Pugna.
PP.
is under attack.
He's got his Nether Ward down. It's incredibly irritating for a Bristleback. The life drain just doesn't seem to even tickle him.
Yeah, I think Angel realized he needs the Eternal Shot for the mana on the active. Because there's two ways his mana's being drained. The Nyx Assassin and the Pugna's Ward.
Oh, and they catch the gyro in the trees. KXY yet again, that point man. He's up there at the front, finding the targets they want. Decrep will only delay the death of Sexy Yogi. And they're trying to cut waves behind, like Luna is with the Nyx Assassin between tier 1, tier 2 mid. So they want to stop a high ground push from coming, but it looks like Angel has already moved up to commit for it with Edict ready in 8 seconds. They could probably shred through this tower, knowing that there's no glyph.
They got the Edict, yep. It's good enough. It's like you got this Bristleback who's very tanky, but then you pair him up with this tower damage hero like Lesh, and it's so scary. Like this timing of Bristol, they can't kill him, right? In any way. And the rest of the team is just split pushing. You're trying your best to just delay this game, but the Leshrac just makes it so hard for you to avoid the engagements.
There are some
Just
good moves,
forces
though.
you to defend these, no matter what.
It's like a little bit of fancy footwork from Infinity. They were cutting 3 different lanes, so they're still getting a good amount of farm. And this game, technically, Infinity are in the lead net worth-wise, even though it feels like the momentum is firmly being controlled by Infamous.
They need this Luna to have a BKB. She's just bought a Sanj and Yasha, but that still means she needs, what, 3,000 more gold before she gets to that BKB.
Yeah.
And it feels very bad to not have it already. Like, if she skips the Sanj, gets the BKB first, then she would already have it, right? Like, in 1,000 gold. And that would be fine, because now you can contest Roshan. But Infamous, if they ever decide to just go into the pit, Luna won't be able to teamfight.
You're going to be facing off against this DD Ember Spirit, and he's grabbed up in his bottle.
Yeah,
I'm
one more
assuming
thing.
His Yules should be here soon, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
On the way. he's been sitting at the same net worth for a very long time. He's got this maxed out slight chains build. Just now he's able to level up the flame guard, so he's farming a bit more now, but he's taking that position 3 role essentially, just playing the catcher. And he's been doing a good job at it too. 5, 2, and 10. Lots of fight contribution.
15 of the 17 kills. Yeah, he set up pretty much every single grab they've had. And you're right,
So-
pre-BKB Luna, and the fact that this Pugna doesn't have a Glimmer or a Force Staff, Beyond Disc, nothing. He's very reliant on blinking away before they see him.
Little boy as well in this game. I feel there's a lot of responsibility on him for the situation that they're in right now, because he went for this Ags build on Brood instead of like a Greaves and Pipe and just be this super tanky Broodmother that can protect his team, keep his team alive. It just feels weird because this tells me he wants to split push and join fights later on, but then they're going to need to fight soon with this Luna BKB, or else you're just going to lose all your buildings like inside your base. You're going to lose your axes.
Yeah, the amount of the map that he soaks up, right? That whole bottom right-hand corner of the map, it's all Broodmothers. And that means Luna doesn't really have that much, wiggle room to get farm herself. They'll pause, they'll Yules up and Curse Crown Sexy Yogi. As Ember Spirit, Willow, and the Abaddon surround the Gyrocopter. Well, they don't want to get too bogged down in a proper team fight there, because it looks like Bristleback is on top of PP. The Pugna's been caught out by his own tier 3. Pamplona jumps in with a stun and a Nether Blast, but Angel destroys the Pugna. One whack, 340 damage from this Bristleback. He stacked up some cool sprays as well. Angel, he's got 1 charge to go as well. Kaya Sanj, Eternal Shroud, so tanky on this Bristleback, just diving basically by tier 4s. Yeah, Lucent Beam, Eclipse, try and burst into this Bristleback. Go on, have a shot. The shield, the heals. Axel
so
saves
close.
his life, and Destroyer's gone as well. They don't even get Michael. Everybody survives.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have Mariano here. That's pretty much the only good thing for Infinity, or else those Raxes would already be dead. But Angel, wow, he was so close to dying there. I bet that Luna wishes she had a BKB instead of the Sanj and Yasha.
Yeah, probably. God damn. That's Elena Barracks now. We've got this beautiful little dragon scale burning away these buildings. Pugna comes in with a decrep, a blast and a life drain. KX White sprints away with his phase boots. Does Angel want to stick around and finish this building? Because they've got slight chains on the 2 supports. You're right, it is. So backdoor retail's going to kick in soon. He's trying to zone them out. He's got Bloodstone queued up next, hasn't he? Of course. Bristleback Bloodstone. Here we go.
Well, I mean, it's not bad. There's a lot of mana problems against the Nyx and the Pugna, so I suppose it's not the worst decision here. And look at the Nyx's build too. This is appropriate for the game. 2 levels in Impale, max out the mana burn after the Spike Carapace. You just gotta get those onto the Ember or the Leshrac. You can. I still think Infinity can take fights as long as they get the Nyx Assassin to get a lot of mana burns off before the fight actually starts.
They're frantically trying to take control of just some part of the map. Like, you see Sexy Yogi right now. He doesn't have, an amazing amount of net worth. I'm surprised he has as much as he does, because this entire dire triangle, in through to mid lane, bottom jungle, I noticed this about 2 minutes ago. There's genuinely like 20 sentries out on this map. They are just spamming out whatever vision they can to try and reclaim a bit of this zone for themselves. Ember Spirit onto PP. He catches out the Pugna, bursting with Mariano, and that's him gone. Can't blink away, can't save himself. Sexy Yogi trapped down on the low ground too, and that's 2 heroes dead without buyback, while Bristleback is broken straight up to the high ground. He's stunned up and a blink away from Nyx. It's going to buy him a bit of space there, but your buildings are falling. Come on, Angel. Stop hunting a Nyx Assassin. Yeah, nice Eclipse. Okay. Sure thing.
Like no damage.
Bristle just gets shielded up through the stuns, and now they turn on the Luna. Stranded
Luna,
out there.
You don't have a BKB to get out? Oh, no. Disaster.
No, we don't. Does have a buyback, though, but using it at this point, either you use it and your item progression stops and the game ends, or you don't and you lose another lane of barracks.
I think they're just going to opt to lose another laner barracks. They can't even take the team fight, even if she does buy back. And the Broodmother getting shoved off by this KXY Ember, just sitting bottom. Like, Brood's got 4k net worth on this Ember, but you can't kill him because that's how his build works. And he's not really joining team fights either. It just feels so bad right now if you're Infinity with this Brood.
Radiant are scanning.
It's kind of dead weight. Overinflated net worth. I mean, he's got a pipe and a solar crest, but yeah, just not being able to utilize the utility items.
It should have just been like a BKB, Luna, and then a pipe Broodmother very early into the game, building into a Greaves, and just kind of fighting with it. Pugna also going for a blink over the BKB himself, always getting caught out by the chains, making it very hard for him to play the game too.
He's queuing up
just so
Aghanim
rough.
Scepter next.
Yeah, which is very redundant when you're going Octarine Core anyway.
Exactly. And we've with this build, I think we've always seen, like you said, that either the BKB or just who's BKB? Is Mariana's BKB? Oh yeah, he's Fan Pamplona. Roshan already taken up by Infamous. But yeah, I think we've seen Pugna go either Glimmer or BKB. Kind of has to be the item after the Blink Octarine. You need some kind of saving tool, even like a Force Staff maybe. Because right now he's a sitting duck. Well, Luna.
Destroyer.
How close are we? Couple hundred gold?
And for Luna too, like those random deaths she's had where she joined fights too early or, you know, taking that tier 1 top, just constantly bringing her net worth down or making it slower for her to farm. She just has to hit these timings faster than everybody else. That's literally the point of the hero.
Well, immediate catch on the Nyx. Carapaces when he lands on the ground. You need to kill off that nether ward. Angel, I think that's your job. Hit the ward. Axel's realised that if his Bristle doesn't want to do it,
he's out.
He'll try.
There it is, 0 mana, Bristol.
Yeah. He's going to swap in his
time to
wand.
fight.
Swap in his wand for his boots. He'll hit the buildings though, and he's still very tanky. So he wands up, he's got Eternal Shroud, he's got a Soul Ring to play around with.
Just ignore the Bristol.
Jump away from PP, cooldown coming in onto them. They've got the shield and the borrowed time though, so very difficult to stick on targets, and the 2-man terrorize. Oh, good BKB from the Luna, allows her to BKB up, get off that Eclipse, but Mariana just walked it off. He retreats with his own shiny golden item, and Angel with his Aegis probably wants to die right now. Like, come on, yeah, come on, kill me. I want my mana back. Finish me off.
He's like, Axel, stop saving me. Let me die.
But I guess this way around, they can go and push out that bot lane now. There's one lane remaining.
Exactly. The Broodmother's lane. This has been Broodmother's home for 28 minutes. Little boy.
The eviction notice has been signed, been posted on his front door. Get the hell out.
Whether you're ready or not, we're coming for you.
Oh, PP. Yeah, blinks away again, but they've caught the Luna with the chains. BKB on cooldown for this Luna. Turns with the mom. Tries to hit into this Ember Spirit, but they'll get up to the high ground. Close the gap onto Destroyer. That's good damage on the KXY. They burst through the Ember Spirit, and Bristleback can't finish off the Luna while the Pugna blinks aggressively towards Abaddon. Grabs up the gem as well. Oh, the Courier! The Courier! It steals the gem back for them! No way! Sexy Yogi, I thought he had that. Well, Mariano is chasing Little Boy. Misses out on the Split Earth. Broodmother doesn't get evicted just yet. She's squatting, holding on to wherever she's staying right now. And they've also caught out Michael. Well, Infinity coming out their shell and getting 3 pretty decent kills on this Radiant side of the map. Mariano, he's got 18 Bloodstone charges. He pops his BKB and he runs straight towards PP, but that Blink Dagger was so fast from him. Look, they're smoking. Next assassin pops a smoke and he runs forward. And they've got Aegis Bristleback, so I don't know if you want to focus him down. He's going to have those 2 lives and probably 1v5 you at this point, honestly. Eternal Shroud's up. Quill Sprays are stacking. First life, it's gone. The buybacks, though. Dark Willow going to return. 9 seconds for the Ember Spirit. Everyone else is alive, and it looks like Infinity have given up on any chance of this fight. Blink back from the PP Pugna. Split Earth misses, and a Terrorize very close, but not quite enough.
I mean, this is what they gotta do. Just mana burn the Bristol and focus the other heroes. Right? He was actually on the right track with buying that Bloodstone, in my opinion. But because he decided not to go for the Bloodstone, goes for the Ags, which is a more mana-intensive build now, is actually hurting him quite a bit. So if they can do that again, where they get like 5 mana burns onto this Bristleback, and then they take the fight, kill off the Grim... Sorry, not Grim. Kill off the Dark Willow, kill off the Abaddon, and then you can just go on to these cores right after that.
They are just rampaging down your bottom lane, though. And
Yeah,
this
they
seems kind of difficult to stop.
Yeah, Pamplona needs to be just like starting his mana burns and blinking out, but he is doing something else. He's hunting elsewhere on this Nyx assassin. Not sure where
couriers.
exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
Brood
Get
is
the
also
mana burns going, bro.
cutting that bot wave. That looks like an indication for Infamous just to slow things down a little bit. Come back and hunt the Broodmother as they TP. Enter that
Found the word.
outpost.
Luna. They see the Luna.
Luna. She's going to have to BKB TP here, isn't she? Yeah. So now we switch targets on towards Little Boy. Bramble Maze catches him. Mariano. Can't see him just yet. KXY is going to Remnant. Now they catch the glimpse over on the Broodmother. Very fast duels from Michael there. And it sets up perfectly for the Split Earth. Broodmother down.
70 seconds. He does have a buyback and Aghanim, so there's a lot of spin webs available to be able to defend the high ground bottom if needed. Oh, the Ags on KXY. Zipping
He's so
through.
fast. Straight onto PP. And Pugna's blown up with no buyback. He bought out a point booster. He's dead for a minute. They're just going to end the game. And Broodmother has to buy back now. Nyx is trying to cut waves, but yeah, the horde of Infamous heroes, they are on your doorstep. They've got this Curse of Avernus whacking away at buildings. Angel pushes back towards Little Boy and KXY. He wants that slight chains. Luna doesn't have BKB for 10 seconds. It's a difficult timer to kind of keep track of since she used it to BKB TP home. So they're expecting she probably does have it. As Bristleback just runs straight towards Sexy Yogi. Another good two-man chains. The Brood and the Luna caught up while the Gyrocopter sliced in half by these quill sprays. And they just can't break past Angel right now. Remnanting him towards Pamplona. They'll catch him with a couple of stuns and the Nyx Assassin, he's gone. That's got to be game at this point. Two heroes dead. Luna forced to BKB, and Angel with a double kill. Force Destroyer back into Fountain. And Luna's BKB completely wasted. All the Bristleback pops his Bloodstone. He's healing up. He's being life drained. He's got a lot of damage there, the Luna, with Lucent Beams, but now out of gas. Caught up with a Split Earth and a great Terrorize on a PP. A triple for Angel. Turn it into an Ultra. And Gyro's the only one left standing.
Well, Gary. I guess Infamous got us back on schedule.
They killed the Bristle.
They got him. In the fountain.
They did it. But Mariano's beyond godlike on this ledge. Yeah, Mariano didn't die that game.
He did not. He destroyed this game. He just had an absolute field day. I mean, Axel's the one who absorbed all the ganks on top, right? Because they had to focus him because of the homing missile. But Leshrac, he got all the trades, all the kills off that. He was able to farm because of the space Bristleback and Embrace were making. To be honest, Mariano may not have died, but my MVP was definitely KXY. He did everything for this team. He understood that normally this is a very flashy player who likes to get his farm and get kills on the map, but he played that supportish role on the Ember, running around, setting up kills with his Dark Willow, with his Abaddon, and not dying that much either to the Nyx Assassin. So very well played by him. And Infinity, I don't know what happened to this team. I feel like Season 1, they were a lot better. Obviously, they were playing in Division 2, but maybe they're